Hey, before watching this week's video, I just want to take a moment to touch on the tragedy that we have all heard of in the news, the tragic passing of Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, or Gigi, and 7 of their friends and teammates. It's a tragedy that has really rocked the sports world, the collecting world, and really has been felt even beyond just the basketball and sports world. Kobe is a player who had made impacts and really influenced people's lives beyond just the playing arena. He really transcended the game of basketball and was an international celebrity and a very successful basketball player, successful outside of the court. And we were just starting to see him really, it seemed, enjoy kind of that next chapter in his life and kind of rekindling his love for basketball through his daughter, and really loving his life as a father of 4 girls. So it's one of those tragedies that I think we're all kind of processing in our own way. So it's okay, to be sad or to feel like you're over it, or you just kind of want to get away from the news. We all have our own thoughts and processes, but I couldn't go without mentioning it before we get into today's video. So the video that you're about to watch, it was recorded about a week before the tragedy. So some of the pricing and the comments and stuff are not reflective of what has taken place since then. But beyond that, I think it just serves as a reminder, at least for myself, to kind of hold those that you love and you treasure a little bit closer. Really treasure each day. And as our friend Jay Williams said on air, just kind of let some stuff go. I think that this is one of those tragedies that is going to stick with the world for a while. We're going to remember for a while, and it's really remains to be seen kind of how everything plays out. I know we've seen some things happen in the hobby, and I've seen a lot of the commentary from a lot of celebrities, but we're kind of in uncharted territories for today's day and age. So hopefully, this hobby is typically an escape for a lot of us from some of the stresses in the world or in life, and hopefully this video can kind of help us get away from some of the sad or some of the stress, and kind of enjoy the hobby a little bit. So it's not going to touch on any sort of career reflection. I think a lot of people who are more qualified than me have done a great job of that, and there's plenty of that out there. But it's a great time to kind of remember, and just as to quote one of my favorite videos as a kid, heroes get remembered, but legends never truly die. Hey, welcome back to 90s Bball Cards. I have a pack opening that I have been waiting to do with you. In all honesty, this is a year that I really have fond memories of. A lot of fun stuff that we can get in this product, but a year that kind of gets overlooked in the hobby. So there's some hidden gems, in my opinion, and just some really fun product that we could pull out of these packs. So let's get right into it. Alright, so today we've got 1999, 2000 Topps Chrome. We've got hobby packs, and we've got 20 of them. So, interesting thing here, so a full box of these are 24 packs. So, this is one of those things I wanted to talk about actually with these products. So, a lot of times you'll see me open either boxes or packs, and I haven't gotten a ton of people asking me why I do some of each, and sometimes it's just what I can get. But the interesting thing here, so getting these packs, if you look on eBay and you find loose ones, which isn't always the easiest thing to do, they're roughly about $5 a pack. So if you're looking at getting a full box, if you just multiply by how many packs you've got, you're looking at about $110 for a box. But if you take a look at the sold listings of boxes, they're going for roughly $50 to $70. Sometimes you can even find them a little bit cheaper. So this is one of the few products that actually buying loose packs is not cost effective. A lot of times when you're getting a sealed box, you're actually paying a little bit of a premium because some people like to collect the sealed boxes. Sometimes, you know, the odds on there hold a little bit more true, and you don't know exactly where all the packs are sourced from, if it's multiple boxes, or if it was a situation where somebody opened some packs in a box, they got the big hit, and they said, I'm not going to open anymore, and they're going to sell them. So now there's less of a chance of you getting a big hit in the loose packs. So a little bit of more risk in the loose packs, but this is one of the few products where actually buying the loose packs is probably a worse use of the money. So I wanted to highlight that because we do have almost a full box. So while the odds might hold true to what you'd see in a full box, you know, it's just kind of a cautionary tale. So a lot of times when you're looking at other boxes, like let's say 97, 98 Skybox Premium, which is a hot product, buying loose packs of those is probably going to be a bit cheaper than buying a full box because, again, like we talked about with the odds and the chance to get some crazy stuff in there. So interesting little thing with this product. If you're buying a box of this, it's probably the best use of your money, and it's a fun rip because these aren't terribly expensive because, again, you know, one of those overlooked years in my opinion. There's no Jordans in these, but there's a lot of other great stars. So let's get into some of the PC items and some of the fire we could see in these packs. All right, so here we've got some of the PC items that I have as a representation of what we could see in here. So starting with the first stuff, we've got the refractor. So right here we've got a Lamar Odom rookie refractor, and when these packs, when these boxes came out, really the rookie refractors were catching a lot of attention. So rookie class that had a lot of anticipation and pretty cool designs here. This was one of the first times that Topps Chrome had a different design on their rookie cards, which was you know, something that caught the eye for sure. And the refractors definitely look pretty incredible. So these were very highly sought after. Unfortunately, the rookie class didn't pan out quite as well as the expectations were, so not the most valuable cards, but still, I mean, a Lamar Odom like this, you're probably looking at about a $10 card. You know, the refractors for both rookies and stars were 1 in 12 packs, so relatively rare. Having 20 packs, we should see 1 or 2 refractor, but you know, the rookies are definitely harder to pull because there's quite a bit fewer of them. So I love Lamar Odom, one of those players I expected to be great, and he had a good career, but definitely not as great as you'd think at the number 4 pick. And then here we've got some of the base refractors. So we've got a Stephon Marbury and Kevin Garnett. Again, 1 in 12 packs for these. And you'll notice that Kevin Garnett is in his USA uniform. So not only do they have the base set with the regular NBA jerseys, but they also had all the players who played on that US team. I believe it was the team that played in Sydney, Australia. So all those guys had also a USA card. And I really like USA cards. I know we've talked about some of that stuff. So this was a Kevin Garnett that I was happy to get in my collection. And, you know, Stephon Marbury was a great player at that time. You know, didn't have quite the prolific career in the NBA, but definitely went on to have a great career in the CBA in China. So cool card there. There's some collectability in Stephon Marbury. But the most valuable card that we can get there is a Kobe. The Kobe is about a $300 card, so would love to see us get that. Centering is key on the refractors. Next up, we've got the All-Etch team. Interesting thing here, so All-Etch team are 1 in 10 packs. We have a Lamar Odom, we've got an Allen Iverson, and a Penny Hardaway. So if you see here, these each have a different little note down in the bottom. So we've got 30 cards in the entire set. There are 10 existing stars, so you'll see the Penny is a featured force. Those are the existing stars. Then you've got 10 quote-unquote young stars, so those are the instinctive force. You've got players like Iverson and Kevin Garnett that fall into that boat. And then you've got the future force, which were 10 rookies that they had in that set. So, you know, kind of cool cards. I always love pulling these. They definitely catch your eye in the pack. But even better than that, you've got the All-Etch team refractors. So these were 1 in 100 packs. So the cool thing with 99-2000 Topps Chrome is they made each of the refractors 10 times more rare than the base version. So it was pretty easy to follow the odds. It was just multiply the base by 10, and that's how rare it was to pull the refractor. So you can see the Kevin Garnett, and these were pretty cool compared to the base. You know, you can definitely see the lines on the ball and silver, you know, play off the colors, but then you get a lot more of the reds and the oranges and the yellows in there. So pretty cool looking cards for the refractor version. So would love to see us get an Iverson for my collection. I've already got the Penny, but cool looking cards for sure. We'll definitely notice those pop in the packs. Highlight Reel is the next set. So those were also 1 in 10 for the base. We've got an Iverson and we've got a Jason Kidd. So really cool, tons of colors. You know, one of those cards that as a kid opening these packs, I always just dreamt of how cool the Refractors must look. And, you know, eventually I ended up getting one, but I never pulled one out of a pack. So these are cool cards, 1 in 10 packs for the base, 1 in 100 packs, just like the All-Etch for the Highlight Reel Refractor. So we've got an Iverson and a Vince Carter, Vince being one of the best players you could have gotten at that point in time. But the interesting thing is, you know, these Refractors, because there's so much color, are a little bit more difficult to pick up. Having some of the flat silver surfaces makes it a little bit easier to see the rainbow. You know, so you just got to look for a little bit more reflectiveness on these. And as usual on Refractors, and you'll see, as you see on each of these, you can always see it denoted next to, below or above the number on the back. So that's an easy way to tell if you have a refractor. But really cool looking Refractors once you catch it in the light for sure. The next one here, we've got instant impacts. We're getting a little bit more rare at 1 in 15 packs. We've got a Horace Grant and we've got a Penny Hardaway. So interesting thing, in 98, 99, a lot of the instant impact cards were of rookies and a few of, you know, stars who had changed teams. And then in this set, they focused purely on, you know, really established stars moving to other teams. And unfortunately, there weren't a lot of prolific players that moved to different teams in this year. So you've got a lot of players like, you know, Anthony Hardaway, who is still pretty collectible. Then you've got Horace Grant, who doesn't hold a whole lot of value. Isaiah Ryder's another guy. You know, so not a ton of firepower in the set, but I really think it's a cool looking set. I like the set design actually better than the 98, 99. Unfortunately, the players just didn't hold up. You know, so at 1 in 15 packs, you know, we should expect to see one or so, but not a ton of value in this. And then looking at the Refractor, here's a Penny. You know, so these, you know, following true to the form, are 1 in 150 packs. And these, again, the Refractors, I think, look really cool compared to the base. You've got a lot of really fun colors there, the greens and purples and blues, and then you've got some of the white and silver there to pick up some of the refracting colors. So really nice looking Refractors again. But again, not a ton of value on those. And then stepping up to some of the more rare stuff, so we've got the All-Stars. Then here's the Shaquille O'Neal. These were 1 in 30 packs, so this was a pretty small set, 10 cards, and really just had 10 of the established perennial All-Stars. And unfortunately, at that point in time, Kobe was not one of them. So this is a set that you don't hear a whole ton about. You know, you've got guys like Shaq is probably the biggest guy in the set. Charles Barkley towards the end of his career. Chris Webber, Karl Malone are some of the other guys you can see. So not the most collectible players in the world, but definitely a cool set and not an easy pull. And then, you know, moving up, you've got the Refractor at 1 in 300 packs. And these really look pretty cool to me. Extremely rare to pull. Not the easiest cards to find, but when you find one, they usually are pretty easy to obtain. You know, they're not the most expensive cards in the world. It's probably about a $10 card or so of the biggest stars, and then, you know, going down if you get one of the other players that isn't as sought after. So pretty cool looking cards if you have a PC player in that set. And then the next is the Keepers. So these were also 1 in 30 packs. This was an all rookie set. And really just focused on some of the top rookies. So we've got a Lamar Odom. Again, I really like Lamar Odom, so I have a bunch of his cards from his rookie season in my collection, and this is one that I've held on to over the years. One I actually pulled out of a pack, so pretty cool, fun little bit of history. But not a ton of value. Again, not the most prolific rookie class. Baron Davis is one of the bigger players. Lamar Odom still holds a little bit of collectability at the time. You know, Steve Francis, Elton Brand, they were all that anybody really wanted, especially Steve Francis. So, you know, kind of interesting how things go over the times. But one of the cards I always dreamt of getting again was the Refractor of the Keepers. So here is a Corey Maggette. These were 1 in 300 packs. And, you know, you can see here we've got the Lamar Odom base that is red, and then you've got the Corey Maggette, which was blue, and they just kind of followed the team colors on each of these, which was kind of cool looking for the set, but a lot of them ended up being red or a shade of blue, so, you know, not as much of a rainbow as you might see with some of the other stuff that you have now, but still pretty cool looking, you know, for some of those rookies that I really loved. And Corey Maggette is definitely one of those that I really loved being a Dookie and then playing for his rookie season in Orlando. So those are some of the things we can get. Again, you know, the Kobe Refractor is one of the top things we could see. KG, Iverson, base refractors are some of the best cards we could pull. But let's bust right in and hope we get that fire. All right, so we've got 4 cards per pack. Again, we've got 20 packs. The last time we opened these, they were a little sticky, so we'll see how they go. This was one of the packs, if you remember, early on we tried the freezer trick and no such luck. So we'll see what we get for sticking in these packs. All right, D. Brown with Raptors. Oh yeah, there's a penny to start, nice.
Do you have the refractor?
No.
Why not?
Don't know.
I thought you were a collector.
Okay, Tony Kukoc. And Scott Burrell.
Got the rest of the plastic from it. All right, we got Shawnee Kemp.
Do I see a hit in here? I feel like I see something.
I mean, there's 2 hits. We can get to them. Derek Coleman, Horace Grant,
all
refractor.
Right. The wrong magic, but that's all right.
And
starting in the right direction.
Keeper, Wally.
Wally Zerbiak. Josh, you loved Wally.
Oh, that's 1 in 30?
1 in 30 for the keepers. 1 in 12 for the refractor.
What?
Yeah. All right, Jaren Jackson. Eddie Jones.
You're a little high.
Jeez, this one's sticky. Robert Pack. And there we go with a Baron Davis rookie.
Sammy Mitchell. Corliss Williamson. Mitch Richmond. Highlight reels, Jason Williams.
Nice. Definitely nice. Travis Best. Oof. That hurts me. Alan Henderson. We've got a dead leg shrimp. Deadlift shrimp. And we've got a Jamie Fick.
Glenn Rice.
Dude, some of these cards are like, they always stuck, but this is bad. I'll work on the
to Mike Bibby on the back.
Yeah.
Scott Padgett rookie.
Cool.
And an instant impact, Horace Grant. So I apparently like inserts and Horace Grant way more than you do.
Yes, you apparently love Horace Grant.
I did when he was on the Bulls. And when we crushed him when he was on the Magic.
Ron Harper.
Love him.
Chris Mills.
Hate him.
Why? Doug West.
Hate him.
And Adrian Griffin.
Hate him too.
Wow. Nothing but disrespect.
Now there's a #1 pick. Michael Olkin.
Yes, one of the best ever.
Vladimir
Stepanya.
Yeah. Cedric Sabalas. Sean Murray.
Cool. The Matrix. There's a Stefan base to go with the refractor I've got. Gary Payton. I guess I should probably put Stefan in the stars.
Point guard pack.
Point guard pack for sure. Rod Strickland. And Shandon Anderson.
Way to ruin it.
Right? I think Shandon.
There's another Stefan.
Base.
Yeah. And there's another Gary Payton.
Cool.
Randy Brown.
Your boy. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Michael Doliak.
Your favorite Magic of all time.
The original Chuma.
Michael Doliak. I was hoping there was a refractor open for you. Really add to that Doliak collection.
Thank you. Vinny Del Negro. Chris Mills. Doug West. And another Scott Padgett rookie.
You love Scott Padgett.
No, I never did.
I'll tell your pack like that.
Did he play at Kentucky? He did. Really? Just knocking over all the commons?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I'm just making room for this next one of Theo Ratliff. Stella Harrington, Eric Snow, and a Ron Artest rookie.
Nice. He was good once.
He was really good.
Yeah, then he got into a fight. Sean Kemp. Robert Pack. Chauncey Billups with Nuggets. And Jason Terry rookie. The Jet.
Eric Murdoch. Karl Malone. Anton Jameson and Calvin Cato.
Woof. What a back. Hersey Hawkins. That back card already wants to expose itself, but we have to wait. Slow roll. Brian Grant. Can't let the fire escape. Can't let the fire escape. Eric Dampier. And are you ready for this? Tom Gugliotta, USA? No way.
Okay. Claim of Fire literally single-handedly just ended this channel.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure that's it.
Yeah. The Admiral.
Nice.
Well, this backfires. Trying to expose itself. Can't let it do that. Because of how big of a fire it is.
A dumpster fire?
Tim James rookie.
Hey, Miami.
Look at the fire.
Miami's finest? Miami Heat?
I mean, I didn't realize the definition of fire had stooped so low with how bad your packs have been recently. So, my apologies for not calling out like the Derek Fisher base of fire. Since that's
Cheney.
apparently what qualifies at this point.
We've got a Brevin Knight. Jamal Monster Mash. And Steve Smith, USA. No way, USA.
That's been a pretty good USA team.
They were good. Because of Duncan and KG.
Ben Wallace.
With the Wizards.
Walt Williams. Jason Williams. Another on our test.
Eric Williams. Cliff Robinson. Robert Tractor Trailer. And nice all-star of Charles Barkley. 1 in 30 packs on that one.
So this should have an all-etch.
Per the odds. It should have 2 all-etches.
And a highlight. Or it could have an Archie Griffin, a Tony Battie, a Brian Stitt, and a Jerome Williams.
All right, so those were the packs. So, didn't meet the odds in some cases, did better than the odds in other cases, but nothing crazy. Again, you know, this is one of those products that in order to get your money back, you've really got to hit one of those star base refractors. You know, but really cool getting the Baron Davis. I always really liked Baron Davis. I still have a bunch of his cards, so the Chrome Rookie was always one that I've been interested in getting. So pulling that was fun. Getting a Horace Grant Refractor, definitely something I will throw on my Magic PC. I love Horace Grant with the Magic. Not so much with the Sonics, like the Instant Impact, but that's all right. You know, so getting another Instant Impact of Horace Grant, kind of funny to get another one of him. You know, but getting 2 cards, both the Charles Barkley and the NBA All-Stars, and the Keepers of Wally Szczerbiak, that are both 1 in 30 was a little bit of a surprise. But then, you know, the highlight reel was 1 in 10, so, you know, having 20 packs, you'd kind of expect to get 2 of them. We didn't. The All-Etch team are 1 in 10. You'd kind of expect to get 2 of them. We didn't get any. And then, you know, the Instant Impact was 1 in 15, so that was kind of right on par. And then we got the 1 Refractor, which is 1 in 12, so that kind of falls right in. So, you know, kind of a little bit in the middle of the range there. But, you know, fun cards. You know, these are really cool looking refractors, in my opinion. I love the way that these look. And again, this is one of those years that if there's a star that you collect, might be an easy one to go and find, because not a lot of people look for 99 2000 typically. So, you know, if there's a PC guy getting the Refractor, I think these are really cool looking refractors. You know, a lot of good photography, but also, you know, if you get a well-centered copy, you know, I think those are gorgeous. So, you know, that's what we got. So, you know, as I said, this is a year that I really enjoy. 99 2000. There's a lot of products that I have a lot of memories with, that I have found a lot of what I think are kind of hidden gems in terms of insert sets. Some of the insert sets that are rare have a great following, but there's a lot of other ones that are also rare that you know, kind of haven't been discovered yet. So that's one of my favorite years in the hobby, because of some of the products, some of the advancements, some of the players that I collect are still playing. You know, Penny, KG, Iverson were all in those products. Unfortunately, not a lot of Jordans were in 99 2000. But question of the day for you is, what is a year or a specific product that you think is a little bit flying under the radar, or you know, something that's kind of a hidden gem? Drop that down in the comments. You know, we don't want to blow up anybody's spot, but, you know, it's always fun to share. I know that there are some people who like certain products that other people aren't big fans of. You know, for example, I love 2000-2001 UD Slam. Not a ton of people enjoy that product, but I love it. So, you know, drop that down. We can kind of share in what we all love, and maybe, you know, you can tell us a little bit about why you like that product, or, you know, if it's some of the design aspects, or maybe it's memories, or you had some great pulls. So drop it down in the comments. And then, as always, thanks for taking your time watching this pack opening and sharing this great passion, this hobby that we have. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any videos in the future. New videos like this will drop on Wednesdays. Link in the description for the merch store. I am rocking some merch from that shop. So this is one of the examples of many things that you can find there. Not just shirts, there are hats, there are backpacks, coffee cups, all kinds of fun stuff. So get your 90s Bball merch. That link will be in the description. And thanks. We'll talk later.